Yeah, it definitely, the plot moves faster starting in season 4, and Chuck's death reverberates through the season, and I think carries on past that even. A lot of it is about Kim and Jimmy, season 4, but we certainly share this little story of these lawyers and their personal relationship and their desire for respect and love. It's definitely half and half with the bad guys world, Giancarlo's world being put together, Gus assuming the mantle of most powerful guy in town, and so it's half and half. It might even be weighted. Maybe it's my impression. It's probably 50-50, but it might even be weighted more towards the bad guys a little.
I thought it was interesting, too. Remember, I came to Bob one day and I was talking about, I had gone to set and watched a particular scene of yours, and I can't spoil it, and Michael is in it. And Bob and I had done this very quiet scene, and there's a lot of very interesting scenes with Jimmy and Kim this year, I thought, that have an honesty that's strange to them, strange to the world they're in, that were beautiful, but they're charged by this undercurrent of the internal combustions that are happening within their own lives. But I had gone to set to watch this the cartel side scene that was combustible in this whole other way. And I was telling Bob, I said, I forget sometimes that these are woven together, that the viewer is watching this tapestry tightly knit, and their hearts are up in their throats, scene to scene to scene. And so there is an undercurrent of danger that keeps going from intimate to physical to the individual to the universal constantly. That I thought was I think it'll just be really thrilling.
I mean, the show messes with time within Better Call Saul as well, so we're not going to see more of Chuck in the other sort of.
You are going to see more of Chuck because we mess with time.
This is good because I felt like we should honor Michael McKean somehow.
Absolutely.
In
There's great scenes with Chuck in this season.
Oh.
Great scenes.
Well, he's both physically there, but then also I can't overstate how much the absence of his presence is a character unto itself. It is deeply affecting for the storyline.
When we first showed up to work at season 3, the story picks up pretty much where we left off. I mean, in season 4, and to not have him there as an actor and a character was palpable. And I didn't really appreciate it at the end of season 3 how palpable that was going to be until we showed up. And then all of a sudden, as Ray mentioned, it's a looming presence over everything.
Yeah, he brings that looming ominous presence is such a juxtaposition to how the audience feels. I can imagine how I feel as an audience member losing him. And then to look at our central character, Jimmy McGill, having to lose his brother and how he feels, and then to feel that Kim Wexler feels it more than Jimmy is an amazing set of emotions that you go through. I mean, it's quite brilliant. I mean, she's supportive of Jimmy, but also doesn't really understand how he's not mourning this the way she would mourn it. But who mourns anyone's death in the same way? Sometimes it takes us longer to feel it. Sometimes there's all these personal emotions that go on between brothers that just get stuffed down until one day they come out. That could all lend to who Jimmy eventually becomes to be.
Yeah.